going to keep reading and pushing through RESPA. This is servicing policies and procedures as per 1024.38. So we're getting pretty deep in the reg. I don't know if that means that I'm going to stop reading RESPA soon or if it's going to just keep going. It seems to be a little bit out of order. Nevertheless, servicers must maintain policies and procedures reasonably designed to achieve compliance with the following requirements. You have A. Provide accurate and timely disclosures to the borrower as required. B. Investigate, respond to, and make corrections in response to complaints asserted by a borrower. C. Provide a borrower with accurate and timely information and documents in response to a borrower's request for information. D. Provide owners or assignees of mortgage loans with accurate information and documents about mortgage loans they own. E. Submit documents or filings required for a foreclosure process, including documents or filings required by a court. And F. Upon notification of the death of a borrower, promptly identify and facilitate communications with the successor in interest with respect to the property secured by the deceased borrower's mortgage loan. These are 6 things that must be in a servicer's policies and procedures. The list goes on. Policies and procedures must also identify all loss mitigation options for which borrowers may be eligible pursuant to requirements established by an owner or assignee of a mortgage. Must include prompt access to all documents and information submitted by a borrower in connection with a loss mitigation option to the servicer personnel assigned to assist the borrower. Policies and procedures must identify documents and information that a borrower is required to submit to complete a loss mitigation application and facilitate compliance with notice requirements. Policies and procedures shall properly evaluate a borrower who submits an application for a loss mitigation option for all loss mitigation options available to the borrower. Further, provide appropriate servicer personnel with access to accurate and current documents reflecting actions performed by service providers. PMP shall also facilitate periodic reviews of service providers, including by providing appropriate personnel with documents and information necessary to audit for compliance. Facilitate the sharing of accurate and current information on the status of an evaluation of a borrower's loss mitigation application and the status of any foreclosure proceeding among appropriate servicer personnel. And 2 more things to include in policies and procedures of servicers. One is to timely transfer all information and documents in the possession or control of a servicer relating to a transferred mortgage loan to a transferee servicer in a form and manner that ensures the accuracy of the information and documents transferred and that enables the transferee servicer to comply with the terms of the transferee servicer's obligations to the owner and assignee of the loan. That also includes notes. I know that much. Notes within the system. And the second and last piece required by policies and procedures of the servicer is that policies and procedures shall ensure that the servicer informs the borrower of the procedures for submitting written notices of error and written requests for information. Early intervention requirements, section 39 of RESPA, require live contact, which means that servicers must make a good faith effort to establish live contact with delinquent borrowers not later than the 36th day after the delinquency and promptly inform the borrower of the availability of loss mitigation options if appropriate. Now, the live contact that they are referring to is by telephone. A written notice is not going to satisfy the live contact rule. A servicer must provide to a delinquent borrower written notice with the following information not later than the 45th day of the borrower's delinquency. That is a statement encouraging the borrower to contact the servicer, a telephone number to access servicer personnel, and the servicer's mailing address. If applicable, a statement providing a description. Hold on a second.